Hi everybody. I am going to make, I'm making a head stuffed bell peppers, and I apologize for the angle. I'm trying to get it so you can see everything. I am going to be using this Epicure Italian meatball seasoning. This is a gluten-free seasoning. I have a 1.5 pound ground beef that I laid out earlier that's thawed, and I'm just going to throw this in my bowl. And with that, I'm going to just put this entire packet of the Italian seasoning in with it. And I'm going to mix this up. So I bought half a bushel of bell peppers at a farmer's market, and I had some left over from making salsa and Italian stewed tomatoes. So I decided I would make a head, stuffed peppers, and put them in the freezer. That way, whenever we want them this winter, I can just pull them out and throw them in the Instapot or the crock pot. So what I'm doing now is I'm just incorporating the seasoning with the ground beef until it's well mixed. You want to make sure all that seasoning is spread throughout. The nice thing about Epicure is it's chemical free, dangerous ingredient free, and it's gluten free. It's low sodium also, so I can control what my family gets. Speaking of family, there's me, the oldest. All right. So once it's all completely incorporated, you could see there's a lot of seasoning for that amount of meat. So it's going to have a lot of delicious flavor. I have 4 bell peppers that I've cut the tops off and cleaned out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hands, and I'm just going to stuff it in here. That's all there is to it. Once it's stuffed in here, I'm going to, once I have all 4, I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to throw it in the freezer. You can use a vacuum seal bag. I don't have one, and in all honesty, with as big as my family is, food gets eaten pretty quickly, so I don't normally have freezer burn on ours. But if you are worried about something like that in your home, then certainly vacuum seal them. So this 1.5 pounds filled these peppers. So now that the peppers are put together, I will get, I have another 1.5 pounds of ground beef laid out that I will mix up with another Italian meatball packet, and I will make meatballs to go with these because the younger two don't necessarily like the green pepper. So normally if I have the green peppers, I just pull the meatball out and one of us eats the pepper. But I have these, they're all ready to go, just like that. I'm gonna throw them in the freezer. When it's time to cook them, I'm gonna put them in the slow cooker with 1 quart or 2 quarts of spaghetti sauce. I do make my own, so it's very cost effective for us. I'm gonna set my slow cooker on low and let it cook 8 hours from the freezer. Now, if I were going to use the Instapot, I wouldn't have to do it that long if I use the pressure cooker setting. But I only do that if I have forgotten if I haven't planned what I'm going to make for dinner and it's a last minute thing, then I use the pressure cooker. But this is a slow cooker recipe. 100% gluten free. So if you know somebody who you're making a meal for and you need to do gluten-free, this is a perfect recipe to do it. And as the winter months come, those hearty meals become more of a necessity, and I will serve this with mashed potatoes when the time comes. So I hope you all enjoy this recipe. I hope that you find it useful, and bon appetit.